Hello, my name is Carol Channing. Perhaps you know me for my appearances as Dolly Levi on Hello Dolly and in Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. It's not often that I put my hand into political arguments, but this one, I'm sorry, I decided I really do need to. Over the years, I've been on many stages and performed in front of literally millions and millions of people. I've unfortunately not been blessed with the possibility, primarily because I haven't had time, not because I haven't loved them, of having children. But it doesn't mean that I do not understand the importance of children, caring for children, and also a bigger picture, family values. That's really what I wanted to talk about today, family values. And part of family values, I think, is caring for our children, their security, their happiness, all those other good things that come with having children. Anyways, this Proposition 8 thing that happened out here in California, it's gotten attention all over the place. You're tuning into CNN, or as I'm watching my Fox News, which I can't take my eyes off it, it's all about Proposition 8 and those homosexuals, those gay people, I guess is what we call them nowadays. We used to call them other things way back in the day. And the lesbians, too. You can't forget the women. Oh, you cannot forget them. They'll let you know. Anyways, as I was saying, it's just gotten attention like craziness. My goodness. But I thought about it, and I thought, Dolly, you've never been a woman not to be a maverick and not to really think outside the box. And I usually don't use the term think outside the box because I am an actress. I talk about stage. Stop. Think outside the stage door, the stage. And as I was saying, to think outside the box or think outside the stage, to be really have security for our children, which is so important. These gays and these lesbians, but primarily the gays, the gay men, the homosexual men, tell me, honestly, think deep into your heart. If you voted yes on Proposition 8, part of our fear as yesers, isn't it? It's what these gays and these lesbians can do to our families and primarily our children. Goodness gracious, wandering through the streets of our neighborhoods, possibly in public parks where our neighbors, our children are playing. Gays. Gays. It's a terrible word. It used to be so beautiful back in the day. Anyways, it's changed. Possibly even while we're out shopping at our favorite Walmart, these gays could be wreaking havoc, taking our children away from us, doing terrible things I can't even imagine. Anyways, I thought, Carol, you got to think outside the box. You're an important woman. You're solving problems. You're giving joy to people all through the country. Be creative, Dolly. The world's counting on you. So, I got a lot of my inspiration, I must admit, from our lovely friend, Governor Sarah Palin. Hey, go girl. She's put a new touch on femininity, one that I don't think I'll ever be able to reproduce, if you know what I mean. So, anyways, as I was saying, this marriage, and I know this might be a hard thing to swallow, but what if, goodness gracious, this is going to be difficult, folks, what if these gays and these lesbians were able to self-marry? What I mean by that is, among themselves, two gay men, homosexuals, two lesbians, woman and woman. Now, I understand this is not consistent with our definition of marriage, which is the sanctity of one a man and one woman together. But you have two gays, and you know what that means? If they're married, that is one less gay on the street. Our children are safer. Think about it. Now, I have been married, And perhaps you, as a viewer and a lover of me, thank you very much. I do still occasionally appear, and I do appreciate your attendance. And I have a book out too, which is still available. But anyways, being married, you probably understand. If you're out, gentlemen, you know, past the hour, tell me you are not worried about what your wife is thinking about you. Wife, you understand. You understand my point of view. Part of marriage is to keep your eye out on the other person. Now, if we do that in the straight, normal community, my goodness, wouldn't that make our life more safe? Knowing that these homosexuals had another person keeping their eyes out on them so they're not getting out into trouble. My goodness, wouldn't that make our life more secure if, in addition to the normal marriage, and I don't know if it needs to occur among these homosexuals in every single church, goodness gracious, churches should have their own protections too. We'll talk about that later, I'm sure. But, you know, have them married, it'll make things better. It'll make it more secure for all. So I do think hopefully the time is not too late. Go to your legislators. Go to the state Supreme Court. Do rallies as yes on aiders and say we really made a mistake. She's spoken the truth. She's shown us a light. You know, we need to provide marriage for these people. And it may not seem like the right thing to do, but it's security is what it's all about. It's security of our families and our values. Please reconsider this yes on 8. Provide marriage so our families can be safe. That's all I have to say now, but I'm sure after some time I'll have some more to say.